Nagsagawa ng operasyon ng Philippine Coast Guard o PCG sa paghahanap ng 4 na mangisdang nawawala sa karagatan ng Maribeles, Bataan magmula pa noong October 12. Ang 4 na mangingisda ay naiulat na nawawala magmula pa noong alas 11 ng gabi, October 12, sakay ng pangisdaang bangka. Sa kasalukuyan, nahanap na bandang alas 4 ng madaling araw kahapon ang mga ito at tutugunan ang kanilang pangangailangan, lalo na ang mental health at psychological support. Samantala, mahigpit na iniimbestigahan at tututukan ng Philippine National Police o PNP ang pagpatay sa isang opisyal ng National Irrigation Administration sa Cagayan De Oro. Ang biktima na si Nero Kyle Antatico ay pinagbabaril ng motorcycle gunman matapos itong magsalita sa social media kaugnay ng korupsyon sa pondo ng irigasyon sa naturang ahensya. Bunso nito, bumuo na ang Police Regional Office 10 ng isang Special Investigation Task Group alinsunod sa direktiba ni Pangulong Marcos Jr. upang siguraduhin maparusahan ang mga nasa likod ng krimen. Kasabay naman ang pagpapalabas ng whole departure order ng Mandaluyong Regional Trial Court kay dating PCSO General Manager Garma ay nais din ng National Bureau of Investigation. Napatawan ito ng red notice mula sa Interpol. Ito ngayon ang ulat mula rito. Formal na ang nagsumite sa International Criminal Police Organization o Interpol ang National Bureau of Investigation o NBI na maghain ng red notice laban kay dating Philippine Charity Sweepstakes Office o PCSO General Manager at dating Police Colonel Garma. Ito ay sa kabila ng pagkakadawit bilang mastermind sa pagpaslang kay PCSO Board Secretary Wesley Barayuga. Ayon sa NBI, bagamat pinadala na nila ito sa Interpol, ay posible pa ring abutin pa ng ilang buwan bago pa ma-issue ang red notice. Bukod dito, hindi pa rin makontak ng NBI si Garma bago siya tumungo sa Malaysia kung saan siya'y umano'y makikipagkita sa mga opisyal ng International Criminal Court o ICC. Matatandaan ding nag-issue ng warrant of arrest ang Mandaluyong Regional Trial Court Branch 279 laban kay Garma at 3 pang ibang sangkot. Kasabay nito ay kanila ring ipinag-uutos ang pagkansela sa mga pasaporte nito. Jade Buhoy, nag-uulat para sa Golden Nation Network.
European North Atlantic Treaty Organization pledges to strengthen Ukraine's air defenses with support from the United States due to a supply shortage. This follows a series of high-profile airspace violations by Moscow in Poland and Estonia. In response, President Donald Trump is considering supplying long-range missiles to Kyiv while NATO accelerates development of anti-drone capabilities.
U.S. President Donald Trump said that Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi told him that India would stop buying oil from Russia. Recently, President Trump targeted India for buying Russian oil, imposing tariffs on Indian export to the U.S. Meanwhile, Indian government and Indian embassy to the U.S. has not yet confirmed the agreement.
And he's assured me there will be no oil purchased from Russia. I don't know, maybe that's a breaking story. Can I say that? Would you say? There will be no oil. He's not buying his oil from Russia. It started. You know, you can't do it immediately. It's a little bit of a process. But the process is going to be over with soon. And all we want from President Putin is stop this. Stop killing Ukrainians and stop killing Russians, because he's killing a lot of Russians. Again, it doesn't make him look good. It's a war that he should have won in 1 week, and he's now going into his 4th year. That does not make this big so-called war machine look good. But he could make a settlement. We're willing to settle. I thought we had a deal. The hatred of the two leaders is very, it's an obstacle. It's an obstacle. There's no question about it. But I thought we had a deal 2 months ago. Who would think I created peace in the Middle East and can't get the two guys to settle. But I think we'll get them. But
U.S. President Donald Trump announced during a news conference at the Oval Office on Wednesday the success of Operation Summer Heat, reporting that the FBI has arrested more than 23,000 violent offenders. He added that the federal law enforcement will next focus in efforts on San Francisco, California.
But not under President Trump. Today we're announcing the results of a sweeping law enforcement effort known as Operation Summer Heat. We were in many cities that people didn't know about. We kept it a little quiet, and it had a big impact, and you'll hear that in a second. But over the past few months, FBI offices in all 50 states made crushing violent crime a top enforcement priority. That's what they did, rounding up and arresting thousands of the most violent and dangerous criminals. And these are among the most dangerous and violent people in the world. They were allowed, in many cases, not in all cases, but in many cases they were allowed in by a very foolish, actually stupid, open border policy. Just anybody could have come in. They emptied out their jails, their prisons, their mental institutions. They emptied them into our country. And the people behind me have done an incredible job, because if we didn't have that administration, it would have been so much easier. They allowed millions of people in this country that shouldn't have been allowed, including over 11,000 murderers, half of whom murdered more than one person. And many of them are gone now, or they're put in prison, because we don't want to have them come back. So we literally put them in our prison, which we don't want to do, but we bring them back to their countries. They're mobilizing more than 20 federal agencies for the largest law enforcement operation targeting violent criminals in American history. As a result of these efforts, violent crime declined nearly 20% nationwide compared to the same period last year, and it was the safest and most peaceful summer in 2 decades. They have worked so hard on this and other things. Since the start of the administration, the FBI has arrested over 23,000 violent criminals, more than double the number arrested in the final year of the Biden disaster. The FBI has also destroyed or severely disrupted more than 170 organized criminal enterprises and gangs, 1,600 of the most violent gangs, and confiscated over 6,000 illegal firearms. And they've tracked down and arrested 4 fugitives on the most wanted list. 4 of the most wanted. Actually, 2 of them were the most wanted fugitives in the world. There's still much more work to be done, which is why the FBI continues to work alongside the Department of Justice, the Department of Homeland Security, and the Department of War to defend. And Pete Hegseth has been fantastic, by the way, on this too, on other things, but on this too, to defend law and order and combat violent crime, arrest illegal aliens, and make American cities the safest in the world.
Meanwhile, FBI Director Kash Patel said that, in addition to apprehending violent criminals, the Bureau is also prioritizing the search for missing children, with more than 5,000 located. Please don't worry.
At narito ang recap ng mga nagbabagang balita ngayon. Sa ulo ng mga balita, pag-aangkat ng asukal pansamantala munang ititigil hanggang kalagitnaan ng 2026. DOH nadiskubre ang halos 300 na ghost health centers. Listahan isusumite sa ICI sa Biyernes. DOJ aprubado na ang karagdagang Immigration Lookout Bulletin Order na hiniling ng ICI. Comelec planong humirit sa Senado ng 1.3 billion peso para sa 2026 BARMM Elections. PNP mahigpit na iimbestigahan ang pagpatay sa whistleblower ng NIA sa Cagayan De Oro. Ex-PCSO General Manager Garma nais patawan ng NBI ng red notice mula Interpol. Patas at pantay na balita, komprehensibong ulat para sa pulso ng masa. Ito ang Newsforce. Yan ang pinakamainit na mga balita ngayong araw. Manatiling nakatutok sa aming mga ulat at updates sa aming Facebook page, facebook.com/Golden Nation Network. At mag-subscribe sa aming YouTube account, youtube.com/@Golden Nation Network. Ako si Jade Buhoy at ito ang Newsforce.